the topics for tonight, you wouldn't tell me, so frankly, I'm a bit scared. You know it's gonna be a good time, though. You know how we roll here in the Empire. We have phone lines open tonight for you guys to call in. Let's have some fun with that. Let's get ready to rumble! This is what I get for getting on the Discord. Phone number is in the chat for call-ins. Gotta participate in this fun. Heck, I'm doing it. Alright, we are 3 minutes and counting into what is going to happen next. I am really excited about this, guys. Maybe a little. What are the drinkies out there, everybody? Usually I eat my s'mores during this thing, but no s'mores tonight. I'm here for you folks. Take out those questions in the chat or save it for the phone line. You want to test that thing, burn it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, most importantly, team members, welcome to the Podocasts. That's right. Give it up for yourselves. The Podcast is your home for rational crypto news and objectivity, leaving emotion at the door and talking about what we like, why we like it, and where we see it going. We are not offering financial advice. Fuck that. Member stream, I'm allowed to do this. We are telling you what we do, and that is all. We don't slow down. We don't let up. Full speed is our only speed. I am your host, Scott, pragmatic investor who has won and lost fortunes. And joining me for the very first time acting in the role of producer is Kristen, whom we have not nicknamed yet. But as a special treat just for the team members, those who are attending tonight, you guys get to give her one.
I have the worst echo in the world.
You have the what? You just interrupted the what you just did there, don't do that. I love it on the member stream. If you have the worst echo in the world, guys, we're interrupting this for a second. If you have the worst echo in the world, you are catching audio from two different sources right now. So you probably mute the YouTube, and I bet that goes away. Test. 1, 2, 1. I'm so happy right now. There we go. So, lesson 1, producer, don't do that. There you go, guys. Give it up for Kristen. And again, whom we have not nicknamed yet, but as a special treat for the team members, you guys get to give her one. And from henceforth, she shall be known as whatever you guys want. But please keep it classy, family show, and all of that. So, ma'am, how is every little thing this evening? You are up, you are live, and your image is being projected onto the internet, which is written in ink. Are you ready to make me look better than I actually look? How is every little thing?
I can step up to this job.
You're ready for it, huh?
Hear me.
Well, you know what? You just learned a great lesson, and this was a real good time to do it. We have a tendency to talk about what others are not talking about and bringing the focus onto use case cryptos because, as we know, these are what drive the market and bring innovation to a world that desperately needs it. The status quo is no longer acceptable, and it's time for a technological revolution. Welcome to crypto, and welcome to the Podocasts. And you know what? We get the applause again. Welcome. All right, boys, let's do this. We will be talking AMP. Have no fear. We will be talking about a lot of things. Have no fear. But we're going to start with the $50 a day challenge because you guys aren't playing. What the fuck is what I'm getting at. I'm trying to make a video out of this when we're done, but I think only myself and maybe K8 are doing it. The rules are very simple, guys. Do a short trade. Your token or tokens of choice. Doesn't matter. Make a $50 profit. Sell it and buy AMP with it. That's it. That is all of it. Pretty simple rules if you ask me. We are doing this to illustrate that damn near anyone with a little bit of support and a lot of eyes can turn $1,000 into $1,500 worth of AMP in a month free of charge. Now, doesn't have to be $1,000, all right? I started with 1,000, but you can start with whatever you wish. Do it with 100. Doesn't matter. It's the percentage that matters, not the raw amount. Do you hear that, Hyalus? It is the percentage. I'm illustrating a point here. There are many, many ways to earn in crypto. They all don't have to be hold on for dear life and hope it works out. I'm 7 for 8 on the week. Now, I'm 8 because I went twice today because I whiffed on Ren yesterday. It was a big whiff, too. It looks so good, too. But you know what? They don't all work out. We have 100 folks on the Discord now. I think 100 or maybe more. Can you check that, Kristen? Tell me how many Discord members we have now. You know what? I'm very proud of that. And I'm frankly amazingly surprised. Pragmatism sucks. It does. My dream is to get 100 folks doing this and making it so I can put the thumbnail up and make that video. 100 people doing shorts made a combined profit of $150,000 in a single month. All right? One person doing it, me doing it. It's interesting. It's neat. Okay, great. You can do short trades. $1,500 in profit. Yay, this is crypto. That's not a lot of money. But 100 people doing it and turning in $150,000, that's a thumbnail. That is a clickbait thumbnail that isn't clickbait. All right? That's what that is. I don't know why, but this has suddenly become very important to me. I'm not trying to pressure you. I am inviting you. Let's have some fun with this. Set your stop limit sells really, really tight after the buys. The goal is to turn a quick short, not eat losses. There is a lot of brain power on the podcast Discord. There's a lot of good information and a lot of very good opinion, educated opinion. Let's leverage it. And again, big shout out for Kristen filling in for Belle this evening. Belle's off playing Ren Fair, and I couldn't make the fair because I would just miss you guys so damn much. And you know what? You give me money, which I give to Belle and Emery. It kind of seems like I'm obligated at this point. All questions and comments are, of course, invited this evening. I want to get out into the weeds a bit tonight, so let's have it. And before you ask, the drink of choice this evening is sitting right there on the screen. There's somebody else sent me a bottle of Rocktown. It was kind of the low rent stuff, but there was something to it. There was something about it. So I went out and I got their top shelf. And you know what? It's not bad. It is not bad. I give you the recommendation. I'm just room temperature, neat, 3 fingers. I'm a very basic guy and I drink a very basic drink. But if you're a fan of bourbon, I kind of recommend it. And no, I'm not getting anything for this. The phone lines are open this evening. All right. After the monologue.
We have a Discord number for us, folks.
We have okay, hit it.
101, like the Dalmatians.
We got 101. Give it up again, guys. Honestly, man, who would have who would have thought it, man? All right, I'm just an old fat man that's up here doing YouTube. Who would have thought that we could actually start to build a community around it? Give me a sec, guys. Daddy needs a sip. Making my tongue go numb. That is a good bourbon. So I cannot help but notice that Assemble Protocol, which is effectively a knockoff of Alchemy Pay, is in the process of shedding its value. And I'm going to go on record and say right now it's going to hit right around the 6 cents mark where it belongs. And here's a round of applause for the kid. I'll do a golf clap. All right. Who called that one? Look back 2 videos. I already called the price. I'm going on record. I like going on record. I'd love to do it on the member streams, but I'm going on record right now that you need to expect to see these knockoffs coming faster and more furious over the next few months. And Coinbase is going to list each and every damn one of them. There is a pattern here. It's simple, it's stupid, and it's profitable. I doubled up on this on Coinbase Pro. I dumped it all as soon as it listed on Coinbase, and I will do it again for the next one and the one after that. Do you know why? Pragmatist, all right? I deal with reality. And although I hate the tokens, I think they are absolutely stupid, least common denominator bullshit. But I am more than happy to profit on them if they will let me. I did it on ACH, I did it on ASM, and I will do it on the next clone that comes out as well. This is a new application for blockchain, all right? It is. Not the shopping aspect, but the shopping ecosystem aspect, which incentivizes consumers to use their shit tokens for shit rewards. CodyPay, which I'm sort of a fan of. I am. It does something similar with their focus on stablecoins, namely merchant-issued stablecoins. This is ACH. This is Assemble Protocol. Cody doesn't have the data harvesting mechanisms that ACH and ASM do, but the underlying fundamentals are the same. Build an ecosystem, incentivize consumers, and once you are in, make it tough to get out. This is what I don't say on the public streams or the videos, but I really fucking want to. Individually, they seem to be their own thing. They do. But if you put them together and you start comparing wickets, you see a lot of similarities. It can work. It can be profitable. But Amp Killer, it is not. Not by a long shot. It's not even apples to oranges. All right. This is apples to hammers. It's not even the same sport. But these are coming out more and more. And they will continue to come out more and more because not only are they leveraging an idea, they are leveraging and playing the crypto investor. That's what they're doing. There's a thing that happens to your average crypto investor who doesn't have a fucking clue what he is investing in. As soon as they pump money in, it goes up the least little bit, they get stuck. Because if something goes up, it must be because it's good. There is no truth to that whatsoever and is akin to the all-time high fallacy. Because a token reached 15 cents once, it must do it again. It just needs time for people to see it, right? That is absolute horseshit and is becoming more and more silly as additional tokens with similar fundamentals enter the market and saturate it. Can I prove this? I'm sure that's where they're going. I'm sure that's where Hyalus is going. Yeah, I can. I can absolutely prove it. Go to YouTube and watch the live tracker for ACH, Alchemy Pay. There are still apes on there rooting for the smallest gains and convinced at every single blip that it's going to take off. To the moon when Lambo, I am such a smart investor. And do you know why they are still watching the charts so aggressively? Because they got in at 18 cents. They got in at 20. They got in at the all-time high. And it's just a matter of time before enough investors realize that that is where the price should be. Not 6 cents or 7 cents where it is. It should be 21. So I will not sell because this is what it's worth. It's not worth that. Not even close. All right. The similarities of these later projects put a very scary thought in my head. All right, it did. And this is the place for me to do it, on the member stream, where you guys don't judge me so harshly. It's pure paranoia. I know. I get it, man. But there was a trend of shitcoins late last year and early this year that made a lot of creators a lot of money and absolutely shellacked the late investors. We call them... What do we call them, Christian? What do we call Kristen? What do we call those coins? What do we call Safe Moon? What do we call Bonfire? What do we call those? There's a nickname for them, Kristen. What is it?
I've heard shit coins, but
shit coins! Ding, 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 ding. Look at there. Wait, I got a sound effect for that. No, I don't. You know, play the buzzer. Shit coins, you betcha. But they were absolutely moneymakers, leveraging the ignorance of the crypto investor, and even when they are critically exposed as shit, people still believe in them. They still buy them. They still swear up and down that they are the next big thing. They just need time. Now, I see these. All right, ACH, ASM. There are two more. I'm not talking about them yet because they haven't listed, but there's two more that I'm keeping my eye on, identical to these. But I see them as the dressed up version of shitcoins. They come, they pump, they dump, their market cap blows up, and then they just kind of fade away. Aggressive development blogs, lots of promises, lots of coming soons. But we don't see that coming soon. We just hold and wait for it. I could be amazingly wrong here, all right? Maybe they are fantastic products. But I don't see the value. I just don't. Amway was a great idea. Once you're in, you can't get out. Tupperware. Look, Kristen just looked up when I said Tupperware. Tupperware was a great idea. Once you're in, you can't get out. These things suck in people with the promises of riches, but the underlying fundamentals is getting you to spend your money on their products in an attempt to sell them. I don't even have to ask. I don't know how many people are watching that. I don't know if we got anybody. I have no idea. I'm going to do this anyway. But I'm going to ask this even though I know the answer. Has anyone watching this stream or watching the replay, please put it in comments, known or been related to someone who has sold either Amway or Tupperware? I ask because I have an ex-wife, sold Tupperware. Didn't make shit, but Tupperware did. ACH, Assemble, to an extent, Cody, little one. They are three sides of the same coin. They are digital Tupperware, with the exception being that you get to invest in the product but can't store your leftovers in it. Now, I know we have Cody fans on here, on the podcast. I think they have a neat thing that they're trying to do. I do. But I am under no illusions of them taking over what they are aspiring to take over. Cardano partnership aside, I can see it being profitable by getting in early. But I am absolutely willing to have the fight with anyone in the Cody versus Amp ring. Let's do this, and fuck you, man. I am going to mop the floor with you. Absolutely. Because I know your product and I know my product. So anybody wants to have that fight, anybody in the stream right now, let's do it. Phone lines are open, man. I do not hide behind anonymity. So this is the kind of night that we're going to have here, folks. I'm going to be taking a very short break, and we will get into the Tyler interview a bit. And if you guys have any points on it that you would like me to address, I'm all ears. I watched the interview as well, and I got my takeaways. I don't really want to hear mine. I want to hear yours. I did have time. I even have it in my little message here. The phone lines are on, all right? I'm ready. And you know what? I don't care if you really want to talk. I'm going to need somebody to call in tonight. Let me see. I think I have the thing right here. Oh, look. There it is. We got it kicked up on the screen so you guys can see it. I'm going to need at least one.
Producer's got it.
Oh, there you go. Producer has it as well. I want show. That actually came up and said it was waiting for a review. I got to make you a moderator so that you can approve your own messages. I'm going to need somebody to call in tonight. I don't care who. I don't care what you want to talk about. I got to shake out the system. We're going to start doing this on the public streams. We are absolutely, it's dangerous. It is stupid. There's a reason nobody does this. But I've been a radio guy for years and years and years. All right. I kind of comfortable here behind the mic, and this is my show. So I really don't care what you're calling in about. I will steer it to an area that I'm comfortable so that I can verbally smack you down and give everybody a giggle. That's the whole idea, all right, behind call-ins. That's what it is. That's not even an industry secret, man. That is an industry fact. Tell me whenever you see a radio host really get beaten up by a caller. Notice how they don't? They don't. We don't, all right? It's a skill. So we take it, we put the skill to practice. It's an entertainment value, and I plan on doing it. I watch a lot of other people's live streams, a little bit. Not a lot, but I take a look at what they're doing. Nobody does this. Nobody does this. So if nothing else, I want to be the one. I want to be the first. So there we go. Madam Producer, did anybody give you a nickname yet?
Not that I have seen.
Boys, what the hell, man? This is an absolute open invite to label the mother of dragons here, man. Come on, what are you guys waiting for? If not, she's gonna have to go by there. Look at there. See that? It's like the kid knows. All right, so Madam Producer, do we have any questions, comments, concerns, or observations that I can address before the break? Surely somebody has something that they want to say.
The first question that I saw was, you say really tight on stop losses. What
Yes.
percent are you doing?
I do 2%. I will eat 2% of a loss. That's it. It's a short, man. And when I'm only going for 5%, I'm not willing to eat 5% in an attempt to get it. I will go 2%. If I set it at, if I make my buy at $10, my stop loss is set at $9.80. That's it. That's all I'm willing to eat. I will not go any deeper. Shorting is aggressive. All right. It is tight. It is aggressive. You're not earning much, but you cannot lose much either, or else this whole thing falls apart. So a $10 buy will put my stop loss at $9.80. I understand that it's variance. It's also about timing. Now, it's experience, man. You get used to seeing this stuff. I'm not a chart person. You know I'm not, all right? I don't believe in technical analysis. I don't believe in trend analysis. I don't believe in any of that stuff. If you do and it helps you make money, you know what? Go with God. It's not something that I do because there's no indication that the history is going to tell you what's about to happen. There absolutely is not. If it was 100% accurate, you would not go to YouTube for videos. All right, you wouldn't. You would find the best TA, you'd follow him, and you'd get rich. But because that's not happening, suggests to me that there might be some validity to my argument. However, here's the caveat, all right? Pragmatist. Doesn't matter what I believe in. Not so much. It matters what the majority of the market believes in. Because if the majority of the market believes in trend analysis, which I consider voodoo, but if the majority of the market believes in trend analysis, I think I can make an educated guess about what's going to happen because the majority of the market believes in it. So when they see the three hanging men, knowing that it's going to go up, people are going to pile on. They are, and they do. So this is one of those cases where belief in the mysticism will cause the reality. I am more than happy to leverage that. That's what I'm saying, and that's what I do for my shorts. All right, then, boys. We will get right back to you. Tonight's apple juice of choice, I already show you, is the top shelf version of Rocktown Bourbon. Makes my tongue go numb. I'm sure you're already hearing a little bit of that. I think it's fantastic, and it gets a big dual thumbs up from the podcasts. We are going to be right back, and we will get into it. Get your questions coming, man. I am ready for it. So, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll be right back.
But I'm on it.
All righty. We went live again, and everybody got to talk to you. Guys, look, I'm not talking until somebody calls that phone. I don't care what it is. Bell, call the number. I'm sorry, I spilled bourbon on myself. Bell, give me a call at, give us a phone. I'm sorry. Give us a call here at the podcast. The phone lines are open, 515-523-6995. And as always, Saturday is ladies' night. Half price on, what's your drink of choice, Kristen?
I'll never tell.
Okay. Well, you can tell me. Come on. This is the show. We're amongst family. What's your drink of choice? And if you're going to say it's something like cat's blood, you know what? Keep that one to yourself. I don't think we need to know that much about you. I think it'd be cool, and I'd be willing to entertain it. Look, somebody is giving me a call tonight. We're not pressing on until somebody gives me a call at 515-523-6995. I got to make sure this is working, guys. We're going to be putting this out in the public stream. So if it's messed up if the tech is messed up, I need to know about it now. So, yeah, there we go. I was thinking about something funny. This is not crypto related, even though it should be. I've been an MMO player for a long, long time. I mean, I was a geek when I was a very young lad playing Dungeons and Dragons, first edition. When I was in like 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. I mean, I was that geek. So when MMOs came out, online MMOs came out, I mean, I've played the gambit of them. There was one that I played on AOL. Who remembers AOL? America Online, show of hands. Who remembers that one? There was a terrible kind of MMO that they started up at there. I don't remember the price, man, but it was like 8 or 9 cents a minute while you were playing that terrible, terrible game. And I used to just make it rain on that. I mean, going to get my levels, and I want to see what's next. I still do not see a call. All right, guys, this is it. I'm not talking crypto until we can shake out this system. Yeah, And then from there, I went all the way through the gamut. I played Meridian 59. I played Ultima Online. I played EverQuest, first edition, the original EverQuest. Shadowbane, if anybody remembers that one. We don't play to bake bread. We play to kill. Who remembers that? Somebody. I'm not the oldest guy on here. And as our geek channel on the Discord is pretty well full, odds are good a lot of you guys know this stuff. I still don't have a phone call. I'm about to call myself just to make sure the thing works. I love having conversations with myself because I always know what I'm going to say, and everything I say is smart. So there you go. It'll be a great call. Come on, man. This cost me 3 cents a minute to keep this thing open. Somebody give me a call. So surely somebody's watching out there. Do we have anybody watching tonight, man, or am I just absolutely wasting my time on this? I set up a 4th monitor. So I have 4 monitors pumped out of my system right now, specifically so I could monitor for phone calls, and I'm not getting them. I'm willing to wait. I know there are people here, man, and I am willing to wait. 515-523-6995. I promise you the system works. So somebody give me a call. Look, man, it's all family here, babe. Come on. Don't be embarrassed. So, Kristen, how was your day? This is what I'm doing. I'm not shitting you. I'm doing this until somebody calls that phone line, man. This costs me money, and I want to be the guy that takes phone calls on a crypto show. So, Kristen, how was your day today?
My day was pretty great.
Yeah, what'd you do? What'd you have for breakfast? Let's
NutriBullet shake. I'm disclosing what I drink.
Oh, is that it? Your drink of choice is NutriBullet shake. Mine tonight is Rocktown and Crown Royal. I'm a big Crown Royal fan. Yeah. So what happened after that? You took a shower, you got dressed, you went to work.
Did all my stuff. Yep.
Yeah.
Love my job.
What do you do?
I was looking on the Discord, and people were looking for a producer, and I said, "Ooh."
People, yes. Iron Beam people. I was looking for a producer. The show goes a lot better if there is a point counterpoint. So you are, in fact, the counterpoint tonight, even though your job is to make me look better than I actually am. Okay, well, you know what? We're still waiting. So I was going to get into the I was going to get into the Tyler interview, but it doesn't seem like we want to talk about that tonight. We want to talk about NutriBullet shakes. So oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, we have our first caller of the evening. There's no call screener, so I can't actually get into this. So stand by, please. Caller, thank you so much for calling the podcast tonight. Who do I have here?
This is Hi Alice.
Hi, Alice. Welcome. Oh, my goodness. Look, we're filling up now. Hi, Alice. How are we doing tonight, sir?
We're doing good. I figured I'd call because Legit Crypto and we were talking about Poly and their new CEO.
Yes. Did you have a comment, or do you just want my take on that?
Well, I just wanted to make a comment about it because the new CEO used to work for Telepin and looks like he's all about telecommunications.
Okay.
But Polymesh is about security. So what type of combination can this have?
Well, Polymesh, you have to understand that the CEO in a situation like this, particularly in Polymesh, look, man, I have absolutely no concerns about this buy. Your CEO is not your tech, all right? He is not the tech. He is not down in the trenches. The CEO is a guy who is setting up partnerships. He is the guy who is looking at the business, all right? Not what the business does, but the business as a whole. And this is what they do when they get to that level. I cannot ask this man technical questions about Polymesh because he's probably not going to know them. If you start to say, well, what's your throughput? What's your action? Where are we doing with this and this? He probably doesn't know that. That's not his job to know that. His job is to make sure that the process works, that whatever roadblocks are going to come up are ready. That's what matters. So I have absolutely zero concerns about this particular thing. Personally, I think that's why the Polymesh didn't roll out when it was supposed to. When you get into upper-level shakeouts like that, you cannot put a CEO right in front of something that just rolled out. That can't happen. It has to roll out on his watch. And it's clear that the CEO that was in Polymath it wasn't going to work out. All right, man. This is something that was going to happen regardless. This is the reason for the holdup. You guys know my opinion on polymath. All right, huge fan. It's not going anywhere. So, hi, Alice. Thank you for the call. I hope that addressed your concerns. And we have another caller. Thank you for calling the podcast. Who do we got here?
Hi, Scott. It's Bella.
Belle, how is the fair?
Well, it's been a bit windy and cold today, but otherwise not bad. We've got some big acts going on, and they are putting on one hell of a show.
Did you say big acts or big axe?
That would be a yes to both.
Well, yeah, I'm saying you're at a Ren Fair, so it could be either. It could absolutely be either. I do got to ask everybody who's listening on the stream right now, how is the give and take? Can you guys hear myself? Can you hear the callers? Because if you can hear these things, then we're up, we're good, and we're ready to roll with taking calls. So if you guys can, I know we're on a delay. Kristen, please keep an eye on that. I'm sure you were watching the show and you see Kristen here. What are we going to call this lady?
You know what? I will think of something. I do not have a name right off the top of my head for her, but yeah, I'll come up with one for her.
Because if she's doing this and enjoying it, this kind of gives you a break and some flexibility in your schedule. So if you are not available, we can, we can go to the righty. We can get the righty in here, and we can keep the show going with a producer. You know, it's tough for me to do this by myself for an hour. You know, it is absolutely brutal. So. Yeah, having a bullpen is certainly advantageous, but I don't want to call her Kristen. I want to call her something else. You saw her Mother of Dragons cup, so you know where her mentality is. So, Belle, get creative here. Is there anything that you would like to add to the conversation? Let me see. I can't hear the callers. No, you can't hear the callers, Kristen. You cannot. That's the B2 thing. Hang on. We're going to click this on and see if you can hear them. So 1 second. Belle, go ahead and talk to Kristen. You're going to be able to, she should be able to hear you.
So Kristen, I know you're fairly new with cryptocurrency. You're still learning, although it seems like you're getting a really good handle on it. What's one of the more challenging questions you've been asked when you've talked to other people about it?
Mostly just explaining how blockchain
I'm not sure
works.
she's hearing me.
No, she is. 1 second, Kristen. Yeah, she's absolutely hearing you, but remember that little faux pas that we had, that the caller cannot hear the producer. That's the one thing that we couldn't get around. That was our one tech element. So the producer can hear the caller, but the caller cannot hear the producer. That's where we were stuck on that one. So she is, in fact, answering the question. Belle, okay, look, man, oh, look, Aaron Hopkins wants to call you big ass.
How did he know?
I have no.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, no, I'm nixing that one.
Okay, she's called the.
Missing that one. No.
We're not going with big ass. We'll go, Aaron. Shame on you, man. That's a little rough. Okay, Belle. I'll tell you what, like we always do, Belle, you got 30 seconds. Please talk it up, and then I'm kicking you off the show, and I'm turning off the phone lines. They work. We're ready for the public stream. Belle, take it away, please.
Well, again, I didn't want you guys to think I was neglecting you or anything, so I did decide to go ahead and just call in and make everyone's day. I know you guys can't get enough of my voice. Now, again, next week we'll be back on our normal schedules. I will be back next Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And if anything hot drops in between now and then, we will definitely come on and be back with you. It was great being able to talk to you guys, and I will talk to you next time.
And ladies and gentlemen, that was Belle. Yes, Kristen, I can hear you just fine. Every time you talk, your mic is always hot. Please keep in mind that your mic is always hot. There is no time that your microphone is not hot. Just putting that out there. All right, guys, look, man, the phone lines work. We're up. We're ready. I understand that there's a little bit of echo. We're limited in our tech, meaning that we are jamming an awful lot of stuff through here. I think it's worth the effort. I think it's worth the entertainment. I think it's worth the information. And I am absolutely going to be doing this on the public stream. So you guys, if technically it gets a little goofy, you have to give me a break on that one. All right. I'm working with what I got, and I'm not really a tech guy. So, yeah, there we go. All right. I watched the Tyler interview. I absolutely watched the Tyler interview, same as everybody else. In fact, you guys were emailing the hell out of me with this one. Hey, did you see the Tyler interview? You know what? You can pretty well assume that I've seen it. I appreciate the heads up, but yeah, I see it, man. I pay attention. This is kind of my gig. So if they're talking AMP, I'm going to be there with them, and I want to see what's going on with this one. My big takeaways from this is it's basically what I've been saying for the last few months, man. I have not changed my opinion on any of this. I don't invest in tokens. I invest in products, all right? Any of my long-term investments, I invest in products, period. Hands down, no questions asked. I invest in the product, not the token. The token is a stock to me. That's all it is. And I am willing to eat variance if I believe in the product. I strongly advocate for this. I'm not telling you how to spend your money. I don't care how you spend your money. Your business, you do you, bro. But any of my long terms are absolutely hands down in products, particularly foundational tokens. Now, I do need to point out VeChain because VeChain is taking off. I own enough VeChain that when it goes up 1,000th of a cent, I make $1,000-ish. A little bit more. I'm not going to disclose. You can do the math yourself. I'm a huge fan of VeChain. All right. I am a monster fan of VeChain because what they're doing hasn't been done, but it solves a problem. It solves a growing problem. I have made the case for this. Nobody likes it. I'm apparently the only one in the world that likes it, with the exception of the $7 or $8 billion valuation of that particular crypto right now. Can you go to CoinGecko real quick, Kristen? Tell me the fully diluted value of VeChain. It solves a problem, and it is a legacy world-facing business. You guys know this is my wheelhouse. This is where I live. This is where I invest. This is where my long-term goes. I don't pay for VeChain with my own money either. I don't pay for my long tokens with my own money. I pay for them with other people's money. This is why I aggressively short, because I want to increase the size of my longs, such as Scale, such as VeChain, such as AMP. I advocate for this. This is the fucking way. All right. Take what the market will give you, but this market will give you a lot. This is what I'm begging you, man. All right. Investing.
Chain, what are you looking for?
What is the fully diluted value? If you see it on CoinGecko, it's up there. Right up on top. You don't go to CoinGecko enough, do you? Come on, you're a crypto person, Kristen. You need to live your CoinGecko. All right, why she looks for it. These are the tokens that change your grandchildren's lives, your great-grandchildren's lives. These are the things that take you from a pauper to a prince. When I say we're early in crypto, I mean we are stupid, ridiculously early in crypto. This is not a fucking fad. Absolutely not. Top of my head, I can name you 5 different things that were fads that changed the course of the planet. Makeup was a fad. The bicycle was a fad. Hamburgers were a fad. Cell phones were a fad. All of these things are fads. And look at them now. Crypto is a fad. And when you are early into a product, really early, whether you are purchasing it, talking about it, doesn't matter. But when you are really early, you're insane. When you are slightly early, you are insightful. Everybody out here right now, all of you, everybody member of the podcast, everybody who's out here, you are insane. That's how early you are. I'm not sure how I can make my case any better for that. But these products, these foundational products, the ones that I am so passionate about, these are the ones that are going to change the lives of your grandchildren. 16% of the entire country, of the entire planet, is actively aware of crypto and even moderately trades in it. Of that 16%, 6% owns half of the market, leaving 10% for the rest of us. The bulk of the people that are in crypto cannot explain blockchain. Oh, boy, I almost put you on the spot right there, Kristen. I wanted to, but you're a nice lady, so I'm not going to. I was going to ask you to explain blockchain. Tell me how it works from point A to point B to point C. I'm not going to do that. All right? I'm absolutely not going to do that. I just want to use this to illustrate a point. You guys are not only early, you are ridiculously early. You are insanely early, and you are going to be wealthy. Isn't that what you want to hear? Isn't that what YouTube exists for, to tell everybody how they're going to be wealthy? But here's the thing with the Podocasts, and here's the thing with the Podcast members. We are not your standard crypto investors. This is an educated group. This is a thinking outside the box group. This is a group of people that can see something like polymath, going to polymesh, establishing a mainnet, and being the single point of focus for securities. And guess what else they're going to be able to trade in, guys? ETFs. You bet your ass. Digital ETFs. If you don't think they're coming, we're on record right now telling you they are absolutely fucking coming. And where do you think they're going to come? Where do you think they're going to be traded? Fuck you. I am 100% right. But this is the type of investor and crypto person that has migrated over to this channel. This is why I am so excited about this and so excited about the future, because these are people, you are people, we are people who think outside of the box. We don't buy it based on what it's doing. We buy it based on what it can do. We buy it based on what it can do. And if you don't see the value in that, if you don't see the value in something that will morph from point A to point B to point C and take over the world, I can't help you. Let me illustrate this. How many of you own a BlackBerry? How many of you own a fucking BlackBerry? How about this? How many of you did at one time own a BlackBerry? Hands? Kristen, you ever own a BlackBerry?
No.
No? You must not be in tech. Are you in tech?
No.
No. No BlackBerry. But anybody out here who owned a BlackBerry. Why don't you own one now? That's what I'm saying, man. Why don't you own one now? Because you saw the advantage, and the market saw the advantage, and the world saw the advantage of something that didn't exist before but exists now, and how it could be leveraged. This is crypto. This is what it is right now. All right? Stock market, legacy trading, legacy finance is a BlackBerry. And it held on, man. It dominated the world for a time. But where's it at now? Crypto is where it's going to be. There's a reason that I still hold on to my poly. In fact, there's a reason that the entire crypto world is holding its breath on polymath right now. Boys, how much has the price moved in the last week? In the last 7 days? How much has that price moved? We know the answer. I'm just putting it out there. How much has everything else moved? I am shorting every single day, picking up 5%, 6%, 7% every single day. I wouldn't touch polymath right now. Not at all. Because it's not going anywhere. We're holding our breath. We got a new CEO, as Hyales pointed out on the call. There's a new CEO, a new direction, a new vision, a new everything that's going to be coming out once mainnet hits the ground. And it is going to change the game. That's what I'm saying. So, guys, look, give me 60 seconds here. I got to finish off my booze. Kristen, you having fun tonight?
I sure am.
Are you having fun? You have not smiled once.
Oh, I'm smiling. I'm laughing sometimes.
We're all looking at you.
Great.
Every one of us are looking at you right now. Your image has been splashed up here the whole time on the internet. That's written in ink, so we all know you. Has anybody given you a nickname yet?
I've had a suggestion.
Hit me.
There was a Kristen of the Carries.
Kristen of the Carries. That's kind of hard to get across, guys. What we're looking for is Belle's name. Her Christian name is not Belle. All right, it's something else. We need something simple, something one word, something that we can get up. I love that suggestion, but it's kind of hard for me to go, Madam Kristen of the Belle. It doesn't flow. So we're looking for something like Pudge. How about Pudge or Chunk? We go with Chunk. Either of those are acceptable. You guys give them a think. All right, look, come up with that. We're not ending the stream until she has a nickname, because I got a hunch that the nice lady will be back. So, guys, please give me 60 seconds, and
We'll be right back.
I vape a little bit? All right. Sorry, guys. I was ending the call-in studio. Look, man, I got to ask you guys, all right? My opinion doesn't really matter so much on this. It's the opinion of the show. Should we allow phone calls? That's what I'm saying. I'm asking all you guys. Look, man, your friends, your family. You guys are on the Discord. We talk all the time. It's a personal thing. It's very easy to chat with you. How much am I exposing myself? That's what I'm getting at. How much am I exposing myself, exposing the show if we open this up to phone calls? I'm very comfortable in my wheelhouse, man, and I'm very comfortable talking about it from a professional, from personal. Doesn't really matter, man, all right? This is my thing. But how much are we exposing the show to liability and problems and getting a great big black eye and having me get my little rump spanked on the internet? How much are we exposing ourselves if we allow it? Now, I have a mute button. All right, so if I get some jag-off that's going to come up here just flapping his lips and cussing, I can cut him off, all right? I got a 60-second delay before it goes out. So whatever he says here, I have plenty of time to stop that from going out. So it's not what – oh, now you're smiling. Look, now she's smiling. Or did you see a comment? Is it the Opie thing? I looked over. How about this? You pick it. Whatever the guys want, you find what's acceptable, most acceptable for you, and we'll let it go. I want to see what's up here. Pixie, Opie, Oppie, K-Dog. I'm gonna veto K-Dog. Toot. Actually, I kind of like that. Take it away, Toot. Let's see how it sounds. All right, Opie, do we have anything? How's that roll, guys? Does that just come off the tongue? Let me see. K-Dog, no. How about Pixie? All right, Pixie, what do we got tonight? See, because I could fit that little thing right on the bottom of my splash screen, Pixie at ThePodocasts.com. I don't know. Do you associate with the Pixie? You don't seem like that type.
I don't know. I could be an Aunt Pixie.
Imp Pixie, you seem more like a Jon Snow type to me. Is that kind of where your mentality lies?
That touches me in a very beautiful place. I love Jon Snow.
See, that's it. Does that touch you in a beautiful place, or would Jon Snow touch you in a beautiful place? This is the member stream. We're allowed to get a little bit naughty.
That is the question.
That really is the question. I heard the guy's kind of a jag-off. Is that true? I don't watch interviews with him and shit like that, but I heard he's kind of a prima donna. Is that true or what? You seem like the type that watched those interviews.
I've never met him. From what I've seen, he seems to joke around a lot. You know how on the series, the actors will kind of be friends with one another and mess with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems to be like pretty cool, can roll with the jokes.
Oh, I remember seeing that one interview. Who was oh God, I don't remember the names. I've watched the show. I watched the last episode of Game of Thrones. We're gonna set your credibility right now, Kristen. Or how about Opie? I like Opie. We're gonna set your credibility.
Really wants Toot.
Toot. I'm okay with Toot, man. I'll tell you what, David Dahl, you super chatter $25. I'll send it to her, and from henceforth and over, she will be Toot. So, Toot, do we have any questions? I don't even know if you can super chat. I don't monetize these things. I don't monetize the member streams. There's no point. You guys take it up offline. 49. You know what? I'm not going to give out her email address. If she'd like to, she's more than welcome to. I'm not going to expose her. Now, we were talking Game of Thrones, and that was the most disappointing ending to a wonderful series that I think I've ever seen. That was fucking horrible. It was absolutely horrible. And you were going to establish your credibility on one side of the fence or the other right now, Kristen. Did you like the ending to the video series of Game of Thrones?
Oh God, no.
Yay!
I like the YouTube stuff better. There's people on YouTube that decide on different endings, and I found myself kind of nodding at that stuff.
I think the least interesting character in that whole fucking series was Bran. The least interesting character in that whole thing. I did not care. Even when they got Max von Sydow, Ming the Merciless as the guy in the tree, I had zero interest on this. None. And, so let's make him king. I don't want that. I wanted Jon Snow as king so we could keep the fight going. What is it that you guys like about Star Wars? What's appealing about Star Wars? You know what you're going to get. A lot of fighting, ship blowing up, people dying, very few women. That's what you're going to get out of Star Wars. I wanted to see the same thing in Game of Thrones with the exception of a lot of women with not a lot of clothes. All right, I'm hetero. So I appreciated that. But
You delivered on that.
they absolutely delivered. Who was the redhead, the witch lady? I don't even remember her character's name.
Oh, geez.
You have a mug that says Mother of Dragons. It's clear that you're a fan. What was her name? What was her character name? Because that lady never wore clothes. I could not be happier. It this. I'm sorry, man. Look, this is. I appreciate things like that. It's not that. It's not like I'm married. All right. It's not a matter of that. I naked women is not a big deal, but for some reason, naked celebrity women, that changes the whole game right there. I know this is not crypto related. I'm willing to run long in order to entertain anything. So Kristen, K-Dog, or Toot, whatever it's going to be, $25, David Dahl, and we will name her Toot. And you're going to see her again, man. You don't get the opportunity. It's like naming a puppy. All right. You don't get that many opportunities to name a puppy. $25. We send it to Kristen for her time. And then she can say that she's earned money in the entertainment industry. So Kristen, K-Dog, or Toot. Do we have any questions, comments, concerns, or observations? Anything that I can address? This is for you.
Lady, she's Melisandre.
Naked witch lady. Oh, you were Googling that. Okay. Okay. How about this? Let's get back to the show. That was on me. That one was my fault. Let's get back to the show here. Do we have any questions, comments, concerns, or observations? Anything that I can address? Surely somebody has at least a single question.
I do have a couple other questions that came quite a while ago, but I did have to quote Hyalus on this one. When you were just kind of waxing poetic about the millions, he said, "Tell me, baby, tell me about those millions."
About my millions? Oh, man, we're not going to talk about my money, man.
No, about the millions that are to be made.
The millions that are to be made? You know, we always like to make a joke. I'm a big fan of The Mandalorian. I'm a big fan of This Is the Way. By the way, that is... Oh, you know what? I'm not going to caveat it, man. I'm going to stay in crypto. The way is my way. Sorry, man. It absolutely is. The way is my way. I'm not keeping it a secret because what you do doesn't affect what I do whatsoever. All right. The crypto market is big. It is massive. When we're talking about the $2.6 trillion of the valuation of the crypto market, if you're making trades on top of me, it's not going to affect me at all. At all. So I am more than happy to tell you this is how I made my money. Period. This is what I did. This is how I made my money. Those calls that I made, the stuff on the board over there, these are the things that I believed in really, really early. I've been in crypto a while, all right? And I believed in these things really, really early. They came through in a big way, And I am not a person that won't realize profits. I'm just not pragmatic, all right? There comes a time when the profits in crypto are actually money. But until they become money, they are an illusion, all right? They're fugazi, they're comfort. That's all they are until they are money in your hand. And I understand the tax implications that come along with that. That's why I am so friendly with the tax guy. You see him, Emery, the Sith Lord. He's on here. He is telling you this is what you do. You're getting good advice is what I'm saying. And I get it, man. It's not the crypto way. Doesn't have to be the crypto way. I hate it when people go to credentials, all right? The quickest way to turn me off from any conversation is for someone to say, you should listen to me, I'm a doctor. Unless it's heart surgery, I don't give a shit what your academic credentials are. I don't care about your pedigree. It's not going to outweigh the strength of my argument. It just won't. So the only credential that I can give you is my portfolio, and I'm not going to do that, man. That's just basic security. Come on, man. That's not personal. If you ever want to come over, I live in Des Moines, Iowa. Come over to the house. I'll show you my fucking portfolio. All right. That's the only way that I could justify it. What I'm saying, why I'm saying it, how I'm saying it, and how I trade in the market, man. I do it because this is what worked for me. It's not going to work for everybody, but this is what worked for me. Actually, you know what? Let me change that. It will work for everybody. If it worked for me, it will work for everybody. Let's just put it there. I have lost millions of dollars in the market. All right. I have lost millions of dollars. But to lose those $1 million, I had to earn those $1 million. This is another one of the great truths that people just never mention. In order to lose that much money, I had to make that much money. I didn't inherit shit. My dad worked for OSHA. All right, you think he's got money falling out of his ass? He does not. All right, I earned every single bit of it. And that's how I earned it. Now, how I lost it is why I advocate for very tight stop limits, cells. All right, there's a reason that I do that. Because if you don't lose the money, then you still have the money. This is one of those markets. I don't have to call my broker and tell him, put me in a stop limit. 9 minutes later, it may or may not happen. This is something that you can do instantly. Instantly. Don't lose the money. I guess that's where I'm going with that, man. If you don't lose it, you still have it. It becomes exponential. Now, they're going to start kicking our ass on wash sales. Emory has already put out that information. They are absolutely going to start butt-fucking us on wash sales because of people like me that will do it over and over and over so that we don't lose our money. But they're going to start coming after us, but they haven't done it yet. So until it's a law, and Article 9 of the United States Constitution, there's something in there that states very clearly that no law shall be passed ex post facto. You can look it up. You can Google it right now. It absolutely says it, which means that if it's legal for me to do it now, you can't pass a law and then come back at me for what I did. So until this goes into effect, I am going to continue doing wash sales. I'm very, very careful with my money. I have 15 trades, active trades up right now. This is the other monitor. That's my fourth monitor. I have my ticker up there. All of my tickers are nice and combined. And I see every single one of my stop limits. I'm looking at them. What I'm looking for is for them to say not triggered. If they say not triggered, that means that it's still a profitable trade for me. When they say triggered, that's when I start getting concerned. That's when I him and haw on the show. That's when I do all of these things. So, oh my God, I saw it too. Oh my God, I shouldn't have put.
It's happened.
I shouldn't have put the offer up. Okay, Toot. So how would you? How would you like that $25? Send me your AMP address, all right, and I'll pay you an AMP. Is that good enough?
Hey, why not?
Okay, we'll pay her an AMP. And Toot. Again, man, how often do you get to name a puppy and you get to do it for $25? So, Toot, Belle, I know you're listening. Henceforth and from now on, Kristen is now Toot. So, joining me tonight is the fill-in producer and the second greatest producer of all time, Toot. How are we doing tonight, Toot? This is what you're going to hear, and you're going to hear it again and again and again. Welcome to the podcast. I'm so happy right now. Everybody.
So real.
It is. Like, we're going to give them the applause for Toot. And I'm sure I'm going to play this last one on behalf of Toot because I'm pretty sure she would have been here.
Oh, hey, you.
That's Toot's response. She can't hear it. Hang on. I'll play B2 so you can actually hear the sound effect. Hang on. We're kicking on B2 for a minute. This is for Toot.
Oh, hey, you.
There. You look at her nodding. She heard the sound effect, guys. This is our tech.
I know the one.
Oh, look. V-Chain is up another 1,000th of a cent. I made $1,000. I'm so happy right now. I really am. It's just been a good day. V-Chain. By the way, you guys know that I've been pushing this shit since about 7 cents, right? Go look back at my old videos. I've been pushing this since about 7 cents. You know what? Fuck you. It's a victory lap, man. I have begged. I have pleaded. I have said it's a real world problem. Please look into it. It's not even listed on Coinbase. All right. And this bitch is going up and up and up. Did you actually pull me up the fully liquidated value, Toot?
Where can I find that?
On CoinGecko.
Yeah, but I have CoinGecko, fully liquidated value.
Yeah, scroll down a little bit. Do. That I don't have. I don't have the Jeopardy music. Come on, everybody's waiting. Is it because the cat's got you? Is that what it is? Because of the kitty?
Does have me.
We all see the kitty. Everybody sees the kitty. Guys, you know what? Go to hell, man. I'm running long. You don't want it. You don't want to listen to me over an hour, and I understand that I'm a lot to take in. Go ahead and move on. But
I still
I'm
have
getting
a couple more questions too.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Give me the questions while you're looking.
Okay, first question. I believe this was a Hyalus. I think all of us have the same questions. We want to learn better scalping and stop loss skills. Any type of advice on these subjects would be greatly appreciated. So not a question, but
Yeah. How about this, guys? Do I need to make members videos on this? I get there's a delay, Kristen. I'm sorry, Toot. So watch for the things. I am more than happy to make members videos. It's not financial advice. You guys understand that I am not a licensed broker. I cannot give financial advice. I'm not allowed to. All right. They will pull it down. They will kibosh my channel and it's gone. I can do hype videos all day because if you guys look at the rhythm of the hype videos, they never actually tell you to do something. They just tell you about the potential. What you're asking me is what to do. I'm not allowed to say it. Now, if I happen to be talking to Toot and telling her what I'm doing, that is not financial advice. That's just what I do. If you guys would like me to put out a series of short videos on how to short, I'm more than happy to do it. They will never see anything but the members section. All right. I don't want to be responsible for other people's losses, but understand that scalping is aggressive. All right. It is hyper aggressive trades. It is buying something at $10 and selling it at $9.80 and eating the fee. You would be better off eating the fee as opposed to watching that bitch drop down to 8 cents or $8. It is better to eat the fee than lose 20% of it. We don't hit them all. We hit 51%, 60%, 65% of them. I will hit 2 out of 3. All right, and one of them will be an absolute whiff. It is regular. There's a reason that I have 15 trades going on at the same time, man. It's a numbers game. So I am more than willing to do it because I've been doing, made another $1,000. Duh, look at there, 13.8 cents, Toot. There's a reason that I do this. And now I'm more than happy to set you guys up a chain of videos on this one, but it won't be telling you what to do. It's just telling you what I do and how I do it. There are many methods. Mine's not the only one, just the one that works for me. It's not financial advice. It's just what I'm doing. If you guys want to see it, I'm more than happy to do it. Toot, next question, please.
our next question is, what do you think of helium, from Joshua Aguilar?
Joshua, you asked me about helium last time, man. Did you? Is that you? Is that you that pulled it up on the public screen? You know what? I'm going to digest it. That's it, man. Look, this is coming up more and more. I don't know if it's you every time, but I've heard this on a few times. It's not something that I'm personally invested in, but this thing seems to have enough action and enough backing behind it that I promise you that I will absolutely look into it, and I'm going to get you a better answer. If it's solid, I will make a video on it. If it's questionable, I will make a members video on it. Fair enough? I hope that's worth the $5 a month that you give me. I want to get this answer because maybe this is something that I'm missing. There are, 12,000, 13,000 different cryptos, man. I am not familiar with every single one of them. I'm a savant on the ones that I am in. But if I'm not in them, I am not as familiar with them as I should be. But I promise you that I will look into it. Next question, please.
Okay, this is the last one. It's a little bit loaded, really.
No, hit me.
I work 60 hours a week. How can I avoid that? That's from E. Eric.
How could I avoid that? Well, Eric, I don't quite have enough information to really give you a solid answer on that one. I myself work about 60 hours a week in my non-crypto job. I don't need to anymore. All right, I make enough money on crypto to pretty well sustain my life. So working is it's a discipline thing for me. I don't need to do it, but I will always hedge my life if possible. Crypto market can drop out tomorrow. It absolutely can. Now, it's not going to beat me up. Everything I own has got a stop limit behind it. Everything. However, if anybody here has lived through the .com bust, you know that when it goes quick. And if everybody's selling, stop limits mean dick. All right? Because nobody's going to buy. Doesn't matter where you put it. In a good market, in an aggressive market, in a slightly stable or even slightly bullish, slightly bearish market, your stop limits will usually fill. When it goes absolutely bearish, like the crashes that we've seen repeatedly, your stop limits mean shit. All right? It goes instantly. So you always want to hedge yourself, man. Don't be stupid. So if you're not keeping enough capital to support your life with your current trading, with your current bills, your lifestyle, if you don't have enough set aside to sustain your lifestyle for a year, you're not ready to do this full time. Now, this is coming from sound advice. This is the advice that I will give you. If you cannot maintain your lifestyle for a year without working, you're not ready to go full time. You just aren't. You've got to be able to eat it. And this is capital that you never touch. It's bill money, it's rent, it's gas, it's all the things you need to maintain your life. If you're not in that place yet, you're not ready to try to do this full time, not even close. Now, your mileage may vary. That's where my mileage is. And I've hit it both ways. I'd have to know more about your situation, man. If you actually want to talk about it, right there. Scott at ThePodocasts.com, Bella at ThePodocasts.com, and maybe Toot at ThePodcast.com. You got $25 for it, all right? You earned money that's it. You earned money in the entertainment world, man. Not a lot of people can say that, and Toot, you certainly can. All right, is that all we got?
That's it for now.
Excellent. Guys, you know what? I hope you had a fun show tonight. I had a ball. I could do this for hours and hours and hours, but it's the Halloween season. I was trying to drag this until VChain went to 0.139 because I wanted to make another $1,000, take a victory lap, but I don't think that's going to happen right now. So with that, Toot, you have seen our show before, right?
Of course.
Okay, you know how Belle ends the show?
I do. We talk them out.
Okay. With that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens of the Podcast member stream, my mic is going on mute. I'm going to smoke. I'm going to finish my booze. And Toot is going to talk us up and talk us out. Toot, please take it away.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. And thank you for being kind to me, as this is my first time doing this. I appreciate my new puppy name. I'm totally digging it. Thanks, David Dahl. And we will see you again on the live cast on Thursday, regular time. I can't remember what time it is. I know in Central Time it's 7 p.m. 1900 Central. Hey, I work with veterans. I should probably know all of that. So thanks again on behalf of all of us, and we'll see you next time.
We are dropping new videos and podcasts every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And be sure to look for us on Instagram, Twitter, and Parler at The Podocasts. Also, visit our page at ThePodocasts.com